I brought out my 40 press-ups instead, because they were getting mardy, so I brought out 20 press-ups beforehand, trying to give him a fuss. He didn't want a fuss, so he just wanted meat. But I also cleaned his tabs out and everything. I blackmailed him, really. I said to him, as I said, look mate, if you want an extra tin of meat, you can let me clean your tabs. So he laid down, showed me his bad tab. So, deal's a deal, I suppose. And tried to have a cuddle with him, just pestering around for a treat. And I'm like, look kid, I don't want to be getting you a treat, man. I want to be spending time with you that I've got fucking left, man. So I got annoyed with that, so I brought my 20 press-ups out. I've already got my 100 press-ups today done. And, yeah. I feel a lot better in myself for doing them, because, instead of whinging at him, like I had been doing, I just basically went, fine, mate, if you want a fucking treat, if that's how you think I show my love, then fucking how you treat. And I did my last 20 press-ups. So it means I am starting to evolve. It means I am starting to go back to my original self as a child, instead of trying to search around for shit I don't care about that led me in an area of depression. Because basically the only way I've really got is exploitation of myself. Right? And that's because the way the world made it. Right? And the problem is I'd live like a king and a queen if I did it. Right? I probably could rule the world by becoming the biggest male whore going. But in the meantime, try and want better for the world. Right? By basically fucking selling every fucking bit of dignity on my goddamn fucking soul I've got left. That's what it feels like. And the problem is, mate, I'm starting to feel like that's God wants me to do. Like, is mankind worth it? Do you think they deserve it? Sort of thing. And, mankind and women don't deserve it. Mankind, yeah, they do. And children, defo do. Women, no, you don't. You don't deserve fuck all. And the reason why you women don't deserve fuck all is because you've been given everything. Why, men have had no choice but to suffer just to get to touch your fanny. Like, you women ain't worth it. Your men are worth it, the children are worth it, but the women ain't not. The women are corrupt. And like another thing that does my head in and all, like everyone's bringing up all this slavery bullshit. Like, no offense, we used to gas the Jews. I don't see them complaining. Shut the fuck up about it. Let's move on. Let's remember what happened in the past, but let's stop using it as manipulation to cause another fucking war. None of that generation is a fucking alive anymore. What white person do you know in this modern day and age that owns a black slave? None. Shut the fuck up. Right? We are not our ancestors. That is not our fault. And nor do we want that sort of life, where that was apparent, in modern day society. This is where you got idiots, mate, brapping about shit that all a bunch of fucking sheep follow along. Because, you feel validated in something that you never even lived upon. Do you know if you were someone within the day and age where black people was slaves, then yeah, fair dues. I understand where you're coming from. You outlived that. And you're probably reliving through trauma, which is the main reason why you keep bringing up the past. Right? Like I do. Yeah? With me losing my children. One I actually physically lost in my hands, and one got took away due to the court system, and my son, well, my dog, he's still my son, I'm about to physically lose in my hands again. But, he's been arsey with me because, I don't know, he's been arsey with me. Each time I try and fuss him and give him a cuddle and that lot, You know, he has a cuddle, he has a fuss, and then wait next 5 minutes, he wants a fucking treat. Like, you've never been shown love by receiving treats. You've been given treats for being good, and also, you know, you've been given treats for cooperating. Like, that's it. Not treats because that's the way I show my affection. But he is a Labrador, and, you know, it's kind of one of them things, really, isn't it? Right. And also, you know, dogs mainly only really think about their stomach in the first place. But because I know what's going off, it hurts. It pulls on heartstrings. You know what I mean? Like, it hurts. So, I'm trying to. Well, I've done all my press ups today. I've wrote down the next day, you know, like new day, 23rd of March. You know, and what I do is I just put like plus and then equals, and then basically like whatever managed press ups I managed to do, because I'm getting back into them still. Like, I've not dedicated myself to doing 100 press ups a fucking day for a long period of time, so I'm getting back into that. You know, sometimes I can only manage 10 because my bones are clicking, my bones are not used to it, and, you know, like, they're getting back used to it. So with the muscles as well, the muscles are not used to it, so they're becoming, like, agitated. I end up with a nosebleed. It could have been due to the fact of how many sweets and energy drinks I drank that day, where, you know, that could have done it. And also, it was quite a warm day, so that's another thing. But anyway, we're going to get on with the games, because no one cares about actually solving the problems in the world. We're quite happy for pedos to rape our kids, and, you know, our governments to be rapists and rape our kids. And yeah, personally, all we really need
Pathfinder,
is...
you have new email.
We need the alphas to back down to the Sigma males and basically work for us Sigma males, sadly. Like, you know what I mean? Like, listen to us and we'll guide you. But trust me, a Sigma male is different from an alpha male, because we don't care about that BS bullshit, that blah blah blah. Like, we've been there, we've done all that, we've seen all that, and all it is an intimidation game majority of the time. Which leads to no better format in any single situation. Now, a diplomatic solution, yeah, but even a Sigma male, if there's no other thing, is going to fight you
You
as
more
well.
than anyone know how dangerous Axul is.
Why were they allowed to speak with him?
They aren't children anymore. We can't control their every move. You remember how you were. Please, Jarl.
I'll bring them home.
Are you okay?
3 of my brothers and sisters have joined the Rokar. Axul has poisoned them with his hatred of aliens.
And your mothers want you to bring them back.
The Rokar have made camp at the Forge. Many consider it the birthplace of our civilization. Axul likely believes this bold move will create more fanatics for his cause. Ryder, he has my family. But I don't think I can do this alone.
You don't have to. Just tell me the time and place.
No hesitation. You are a good friend. I have a contact who's been monitoring the Rokar. I'll set up a rendezvous with her.
Sorry, I'm playing like with my ear vent thing. Something else to just distract my mind, really. From like wanting to irritate my dog as he does no but sulk. No offense to him, it's time and area. He's also trying to... I think he knows I'm trying to get me used to the situation and all. I've been through it all before. Trust me, I'd rather spend the time I've got left and get used to it after you're gone.
We're in parking orbit.
Not
Scan
before
complete.
you're gone. Sort of thing. Right. Kind of makes more sense to me. I've also been working on my legs as well. So, kind of need to get myself a skipping rope again. But I've basically just been doing what you would do if you was skipping, but training for boxing. Right. I'm just trying to enjoy life, not be hard, mate. And I'm trying to withhold my temper so I don't lose my freedom. Mainly because, like, I'm a sexy piece of ass, mate, if I went into jail, I'm not gonna lie. Fucking hell. I'm gonna have to ask the black guy Terry told to borrow soap for me so no one else touches. Like one of them things. And the worst bit, it's not even fun. Right. Just kind of like, it would have to be one of those. Hey, I'm not daft. I don't know what any of these really do, I'm not gonna lie. But we may as well stick them on. I mean, like, even out of prison, mate, like, fucking I've got people, like, telling me I look like a female from the out. It's like, yeah,
Entering
yeah.
atmosphere. LZ in sight.
You'd love me in a pair of heels, wouldn't you, you filthy bastard? Even though heels was originally invented for males. And then we used them in the medieval days, so when we used to, like, throw a shit out into the street, that we would be above them, and that's where platform heels came out. So that we would stay above, and we could walk through the streets without our feet physically touching the instruments, the shit that was around. Oh, there's side missions and all sorts over here. How depressing. More shit to do. But anyway. Right. I mean, now we all seem to just wear trainers and flat shoes, to be honest. The only time I actually see a woman dress is when she's going out. Other than that, there's nothing else really going on. Curious.
Pathfinder Ryder, Dr. Tsana Relar, xenobotanist for the Initiative, and my colleague, Dr. Eric Baumgarten.
Xenogenetics. Pleasure to meet you.
I can see why you're on Havarl. Plenty to keep you busy.
Indeed. It can hardly walk without stepping on a new life form. We tread lightly.
Your report of accelerated evolution and rapid growth of nature here caught our interest.
We're analyzing everything we can for clues to replicate the effects on our own crops.
It would have interesting applications if there's a way to control the process.
You understand the end goal.
If we learn to enhance the growth of plants and animals in non-destructive ways, we could end hunger. It would change everything for the initiative. Our colonies could thrive virtually overnight.
Since you repaired the vault, things are returning to normal, but too quickly for us.
The accelerated life forms you want to study are dying off, decaying.
We're scrambling to scan and catalog everything before it's gone. We could use some help.
Point me at the life forms you need. I'll do the rest.
Anything mutated beyond its baseline growth cycle will aid our work.
I'll provide the most promising genetic markers to scan for.
Thank you for whatever help you can provide, Pathfinder. Rendezvous here when you're finished.
Cool. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I didn't really come down for you, mate.
Any word on Duvit and the others?
No. All traffic and communication from the Forge have stopped. It's under Aksul's control now.
And the problem is, I keep relaying this stuff within my channel and within my streams because I feel like the world needs actually properly educating. Right? You want to look at history and all this for like bullshit and that lot, but you don't look at history to defend what we've got within this modern day and age. Now, we never had people in the past where, you know, a man dressed up as a woman and thought he was a woman. It was just a man that dressed up in women's clothing. You know, we never called Mrs. Brown boys a fucking tranny, did we? No, because it was an actor that comes from Shakespeare's day, where men used to dress up as women to be an actress because women wasn't allowed to work.
Any advice on how to get inside?
My shuttle can drop you nearby, but that's about all I can do. Ephra doesn't want to make enemies of the Rokar unless we have to.
We'll keep a low profile.
Really, you just need to learn to accept that everyone's different, mate. Don't like the person for what they got and what they wear. Like the person for the person. Yeah.
Avka says you need a ride to the Forge.
The quieter, the better.
Not a miracle worker, but I'll do my best. You ready?
And also accept people for their differences. So sadly, if a man likes dressing up as a woman, but you like the person and their personality, it doesn't mean you want to sleep with them if you're a male interacting with that person. No, you just like their personality, and you like them as a character. Therefore, you can interact with them, and don't give a crap what anybody else thinks about the situation. At the end of the day, you two know what's going off in the situation, and everyone else needs to actually go and get a life, because if they had one, they wouldn't be putting it into your life. See, I don't care about anybody else's life out of my door, right? Because it's not in my property, right? I care about my mates and my friends and people I actually genuinely like as a person, right? But unfortunately, I begin to hate society and hate everyone and become jealous of them. And I had to learn to deal with all that shit on my own. Because I didn't know how to actually tell someone, like, I don't give a fuck about anything you got, I'm just jealous of your position. Like, the fact that you get to interact with your kids, you get to do this, you get to do that. And I did nothing wrong. You know? Like, nothing. I wasn't the best boyfriend. You know what I mean? But compared to some of the shit that you see, I did nothing. I used to get pissed off at her for constantly having a go at me, constantly whinging at me, telling me I needed to do stuff while she sat on a fat arse around a load of pots and babies' nappies that if I went near, I'd be screamed and shouted at that she were going to do it tomorrow. Well, tomorrow's not good enough, right? Because I get our son's not crawling at the minute, but we've still got nappies, pissy and shitty nappies around you and our child, and also our puppy, right? This is not a good, clean environment.
Let's do this.
And it needs to be solved, right? We cannot have this sort of life for our child. You know, to the point where the only time where pretty much he would do any cleaning and allow me to do cleaning is when she wasn't out. Is if social services were coming. Other than that, mate, it were all a big fucking hassle that she were going to do it tomorrow or some bullshit. And it got to the point where she wanted me to go back to work, and I says, no offence, sweetheart, but you can go to work, okay? I worked the first time to provide for us. You can work this time. So I'm not going to work, I'm not going to work, I'm not going to work. Well, I'm not either, sweetheart. And I'll tell you why I'm not going to work, and I will give you the reason why right now. Number one, you haven't proved at any point in this relationship that you can keep a house clean, tidy, stable, or even run it. And I don't want to be coming home from work and having to cook food every single day, right? While you sit there and do nothing, and then clean property, and then do this, and then do that. Like, honestly, sweetheart, if I wanted to live on my own, I could have done that. The only reason why I decided to get in a relationship is because I knew I wanted a family at some point. And that was the only reason why I ever took an investment upon you, sweetheart. And that's why I would never take an investment upon a woman again. Because I'm not rerunning that shit. And women just seem to have got worse.
Jal, you sure you want me here? Bring in an outsider.
Will give the Roka a different perspective. Just follow my lead. We'll get my family back.
And it's kind of one of them.
Carefully. We don't want to alert the Roka.
Be easier if we knew where to find your family.
The Moshai brings all of her students to the forge. I know my way around. The Govatan,
I don't know, and it off. Smell your
deserted.
nose.
The Govatan is usually filled with travelers.
Avka said no traffic in or out.
Doesn't explain where everyone went.
Where are the Roka?
I had to whinge at him and all today. Like, look, you ain't got to keep purposely injuring yourself to let me know what I need to do. I already know, kid. It hurts enough, but let me help. Because he purposely went outside and smashed his nose on the fucking
Arrivals were
concrete.
steady until a week ago.
Most Angara come here at least once in their lives. Either for the tradition, or to share knowledge.
Which did you visit for?
A bit of both. Come on. Let's keep looking for Baranch and the others.
I literally had to pick him up, bring him, sort his nose out. And luckily he did it, like, an hour and a half before he actually were having his food with his medication, so it was kind of a bonus, but he were in pain until then because, you know, it gave time for the wound to heal so that he could have had his food without causing any problems, sort of thing.
It's got juice, but everything's offline. Should I reestablish comms?
Let's leave it for now. Might tip off the Roka, wherever they are.
So, you know.
Wherever the Angara went, they left a lot of supplies behind.
Stuff you'd want to take with you.
Aya and the Resistance provide support. If the Ket destroyed the Forge, it would be a terrible blow.
Found something. Looks like a journal.
Everyone's so enamored with Axel. You'd think he was the most shy. I told Droga to make him leave, but she said that all Angara are welcome at the Forge, especially one trying to protect.
Looks like someone tossed it.
They left in a hurry.
Or we're forced.
Just generally killed while we're listening to that. We'll go back and activate it. Just kind of curious.
Everyone's so enamored with Axel. You'd think he was the most shy. I told Droga to make him leave, but she said that all Angara are welcome at the Forge, especially one trying to protect our culture.
Protection? Is that what he promised?
Right. I'm gonna irritate my dog after this and all, because I ain't got
Why
my
is the Forge so important?
It's one of
push-ups
the
to
few
do.
ruins that predates the Scourge. We don't have many of those left.
Done my exercises already, so I ain't got them to do anymore. I'm kind of glad. It's third day, managed to full dedicate, no matter what.
Axel pulled us out of the lab today. Talked to us about the Milky Way menace. Shaver says he's a radical, but he's only saying what everyone's thinking.
Makings of a new recruit.
Axul's very persuasive.
I'm just
Brothers
starting
and
to
his
look
sister
nice.
are proof of that.
Well, nicer again anyway. But like, I'm not a bodybuilder, man. I just do it it releases testosterone. It's great for you. Like, not hard, just known to be left alone, and I kind of like it that way. And I appreciate it that way. And I appreciate everybody that does. Leave me alone. And I interact with everyone if I need something, to be honest. It's no offence to them or out like that. It's just... Mate, I've come and go all my life, mate, that everything's always been temporary. Right? Well, people have always been temporary. The only ever thing that's been certain in my life is my dog. My kid ended up being temporary, and it kills me every day. But there's nothing I can do until maybe one day, he decides to come and find me, or one day I'm long gone doing other stuff where he can't get me anymore. So I pretty much just remained isolated in the same place, same area, doing the same shit day in, day out, just in case he looks at his birth certificate and sees where he was born.
One of the Roka left a slice of fresh elmuck at my station. I tried to thank him, but he wouldn't say 2 words to me. I think they've been ordered not to become friendly with us.
Lethul, my brother, loves Elmok. It's his favorite.
Think he's the one who brought it to her?
Maybe. But the rest doesn't sound like him. Lethul is very talkative.
You hear that?
Axul's voice.
And I ain't gonna lie, with how good I was at games, I thought I could have got to areas where I was seeing everybody else's life of making money and that. I'd be able to go to court for my son within a space of like 6 months.
I did. They must have.
Alien! Kill it!
Basically.
Shit. Hope no one heard that.
But
They
as you
shot
can see,
first. We had to defend ourselves.
Nobody gave me donation money where I could waste your money on things that I wanted. So I couldn't buy myself a nice fancy car, I couldn't buy myself a nice fancy house, couldn't buy myself a nice fancy this. And then when everything goes wrong, I can cry because nobody's donating money to me. Although I was planning to look to invest and stuff like that, but not like a weird little fucking, you know what I mean, Mr. Beast area where he's decided that he's going to try rehabilitating pedos.
Accounted for. What does that mean?
Were they rounding them up?
Because, you know, the tranny thing, and one of the people that wear a mask that's one of his, like, directors or some shit. I mean, all this information comes off of Facebook for me.
So much for going in quiet. Didn't give us a choice.
So,
Surrender's not an option with your Oka.
although the government, I personally attacked them myself. That was me doing that, personally attacking them. Mainly because they're looking at the system and looking at everything for what it is, black and white.
Don't give them an opening.
And because I started looking at stuff in black and white, that's right there, right fucking in front of us,
Sharpshooter down.
ended up leading me into where I am now.
It's not over yet.
Keep fighting.
And maybe if I advance further within my career on YouTubing, I'm not gonna lie, I would have never eventually got to this area of vision of believing in life. I'd have spent time with my son, happy, unknowing, stupid, blind, and just living with my child and making sure that he were happy. And that none of these weirdos ever approached him within his life, otherwise I would fucking kill him. And if they touched him, I'd do more than kill him.
Maybe that will flush them out.
Right?
Guess we interrupt to dinner.
And because every part of my area that went wrong with me went through the fucking system.
Fear the aliens. Stir up anger. An old playbook.
You know.
But he's not playing. Aksul
If I go and do it to a little muggo, mate, like, I'm the one that gets in trouble for it. I'm the one that's first looked upon because I've got a valid reason to go do it. You know what I mean? They've got cause. Although they may not now, mate, because it's been over a long period of time, so, I mean, technically I shouldn't be on the thingy. But, you know, when you have people come round like, thingy got beat up last night, we was wondering where you were. And I'm like, oh, I was streaming all night. And then show them all my content to show that I've been here all night. You know what I mean? There's no time in the area where I could have gone to this place or that place because I was stuck here streaming. No. Okay. Basically all this fucking thing is now that I do streaming, really, an alibi, an area to get my opinion out to the public, but yet the public wants to give the fucking pedos a flag, mate. You want to call them MAP. You know what I mean? Minor attracted person. You know what I'm going to do to a minor attracted person? I'm going to fucking kill you. The moment you mention it, the moment I fucking see you, and the moment you think you can confidently say that out in fucking public. And especially when it's around me. In pub, yeah, I'm going to fucking glass you, mate. I'm going to smash glass, and I'm going to literally push my fucking glass straight up into your fucking jugular. And no mercy given, mate. Because that's what it's going to have to be eventually. Right? It really is. That's what it's going to have to be. And if you don't want that to potentially happen, do me a favour, nonsense. Go back to being scared. Go back to where you should be. Yeah? Away from society, out of our fucking kids' area, right? And stop normalising this shit, people. It's not on. You shouldn't be trying to normalize it.
The Ket made us fear the unknown.
This also part of the Govaton?
Living quarters for the archaeologists. Though the Roka
Should be looking to protect our
obviously made
kids,
them
look
feel
after our
at home.
kids, nurture our kids, educate our kids. Let them freely choose who they want to be with and love.
It's locked. Sam, any suggestions?
I detect electrical wiring underground, Pathfinder. You can use the scanner to follow the wires.
And let them freely, flourish. You know what I mean? Instead of having all this bullshit where we broke up with the people that we truly loved and would have loved to stay with for the rest of our lives due to the fact of money. I don't think we want our kids going through that same area and then going through the same experience that we did when we felt that love loss. I mean, if you do keep living in this modern day society, mate, where you prioritise money over life and wonder why it never succeeds. Like, that's the problem with humanity. When it prioritises something else over life, how would life ever succeed? You prioritise money over life, therefore life will never succeed. You will always do something damn right low to be able to achieve money all the time, instead of just learning moderation within your own life. And trust me, I had to learn it. So I don't sit here blaming everybody else or judging everybody else. No. I had to look at my own life to come to this conclusion, to try and my best to be better than I was the yesterday. Okay? Alright? We've all been there. The thing is some of us can't get out, some of us don't get out, some of us don't want to get out, and some of us manage to break the cycle but don't speak out. So then others can't do the same. It's the ones that break out of that situation, that routine, that schedule, that shitty life, that really needs to be speaking out about these matters, and not some spoiled little brat that got everything given to them all the time. See, for me, like I say, I have to starve to get a game. Mate, I've been starving and struggling, but I still made sure I brought another game, which is this one, and Serious Sam was on for like £4, so, you know, I kind of brought that as well. I shouldn't have done, I shouldn't have brought this game either. But, as far as I was concerned, I already had my dog's medication, and I had food in. So, you know, and if I run out, I should do better.
There. Doors should be unlocked.
And the problem is we really have to learn to help ourselves before others do. Because if others try helping you before you're willing to accept help, you're just going to take that for granted and use it. That means you're not going anywhere.
I take it the Rokar didn't want us going that way. How are we going to get to them now?
We'll have to jump down.
Now what?
Up the hill.
Aren't we supposed to be the Pathfinder?
We've got company! Sharpshooters! We need to get to higher ground!
Use it on it.
Must have sent reinforcements!
They've got the advantage!
Push to higher ground!
Stay focused!
We're almost through!
I'm only streaming because my dog's having it irritating me. and I can't do exercises constantly all the time. To avoid losing my temper, because I'm going to burn myself out mainly because I don't have the food to supply for what I need to be able to continue with the exercises. It's basically going to end up making myself like anorexic. And you know, you really don't want the drug anymore. So I don't blame him. And he just wants treats, which is kind of annoying, I'm not gonna lie. It's like, I'm trying to give him a cuddle, and then he's just getting up expecting a treat. It's like, I wanted a cuddle. And he's like, well, I don't want a cuddle, Dad. I want a treat.
Beautiful. The Angara who built it knew their stuff.
So I'm like, I'm not just here to give you fucking treats. I want a cuddle. We ain't got long left.
Just wait till we get inside.
Right.
These markings mean something?
Some think it is an ancient version of Shelesh, our trade language. But no one's been able to decipher it.
Sam, can you make anything of it?
It feels so different than anywhere else we've been.
It's kind of one of them. And the thing is, he's not very well blessed him, so I can't even whinge or even have a go at him. I mean, he snapped at me and I just
count 3.
left him to it.
I know those voices.
Lathul! Go for backup!
Lathul! Wait! Stop! It's Jal. Jal, is that you? Barrage, our mothers sent me. All of them?
Did our mother send this human too?
I'm Ryder, Pathfinder with the Initiative.
I should kill you right now.
Tevint, please.
Why'd they send you? Because we've lost enough to the kid. They're afraid to lose you to this insane cause. But, Jal, I want you to meet my friend, Sarah, so you can see that Aksul is wrong.
Trust me, we have as much to give you as you have to give us. We all win.
Who cares?
The Angara don't want anything you have.
We don't need you.
Jal, our mothers want us to live truthfully.
It's because I love my mother that I will die for this cause. Aksul is going to blow this place
Lathul!
up. That's why he sent the researchers away.
Stop.
He has bombs.
Talking.
Stolen from your people.
Those bombs go off, it'll look like the Initiative did it.
We have to disarm them. No. The bombs in the forge. I'm okay, Jal. I'll be fine.
You gonna make it?
I hate Aksul. Don't let him win.
You got it.
I'm glad you're here. To find those bombs. If Aksul's willing to blow up the forge, there's nothing he won't do. Ryder, if he shows up...
I know. Follow your lead.
Like, we just need a better area of life, man. Like, we really do. I mean, I think this is where God wants me. But the problem is God's not opened any projection towards this bullshit. Still going through fucking goddamn agony and all God once again, mate, and yet still no extra forte, yeah.
Less talking, more shooting.
Still fighting for you, still supporting you, still giving you the benefit of the doubt and the credit because no offense, God, but look at my fucking life. I mean, why should I give you the benefit of doubt and why should I give you technically any fucking credit? Like, no offense, bro, but let's have a look at this in a whole situation. But once again, still here doing stuff for you, while I feel like you're doing nothing for me. And the problem is feeling and knowing is just two different things. So.
Think Tavit warned them?
Maybe. Doesn't matter now. Watch the pillars, or we'll lose the fort.
Okay, all the bombs are disarmed. It's just the rogue car to worry about.
Don't go easy on them. Stay alert. They'll use whatever tactics necessary. Someone, help me!
Those bombs go off, they'll die too.
They want to die for their cause.
Jarl! Jarl! I killed Lathor! I killed him! I'm so sorry!
He's not dead. You are lucky.
I lost my mind, Jarl. I want to go home.
But the cause, I joined because of you.
I shot our brother.
Don't leave
Let
me.
her go. I only want soldiers who are committed to our cause. Not weaklings who stand by and watch the destruction of our people at the hands of aliens.
Blowing up your sacred birthplace seems pretty drastic. Your cause is falling apart. Like you.
I speak for our people. And I say, you're done, Helios. Martyr me. Please. I dare you.
I don't kill unarmed crazy people.
They move onto our planets. They take our resources, make us weak. I've watched Ryder make planets habitable. Exactly. And they'll never let us forget
She
it.
rescued our beloved Moshai.
I know. Saved her life. I know. Stop defending them. The Moshai trusts Ryder. And stop. We've been fighting the wrong enemy. Maybe the enemy is this traitor. Easy.
Jarl?
Don't! The Moshai trusts Ryder. You've become a danger to your own people. Walk away. Or
Just like the government.
I kill you and reveal the resistance for the traitors they are. No! Damn it. Wait! This can't continue. We can't fight the Ket and each other. Please, listen.
Jarl, you saved the Forge. Many will be grateful.
Come on. Let's get you home.
I don't like the fact they had a gun to my homie, mate. I'd have pulled that trigger a long time ago. And he wasn't unarmed then. He was armed. So, that's my decision. Act of violence can only be met with acts of violence. I know that when I deal with myself.
I'm so sorry, Lafou. I never...
Couldn't even kill me at short range.
They are here. Let's give them a minute. Aksul's death will strengthen the Roka's cause. I need to know, Ryder. Why didn't you trust me?
I wasn't going to let him kill a member of my squad, even to prove a point.
I just hate that we played right into his hands. This will mean bad things for my people. I should get back. I want to say goodbye before my family heads home.
He was always gonna die, mate. Sorry, bruv. Like, I mean, that was happening. Like, that was happening.
I think we should head to the vault. Do some poking around there.
Sounds risky. We might break it again.
He might break it again. And life just needs to get better. And it can get better. But it takes everybody to want to change. It really does. Like, the whole human race needs to wake up again. Stop being people, start being humans.
Get ready to fight!
And that's sadly how we get better. You know? Humanity needs to wake up and be human again and stop trying to be whatever it's trying to be now.
The malfunctioning vault affected this area. I recommend scanning for accelerated growth. The life forms in this area display accelerated growth markers.
That's where life gets better. And like I'm saying, it takes everybody to sacrifice what we've got now to move forward in a better direction of life. But without that, there's no, you know what I mean, there's nothing getting better. We're just all gonna be stuck upon the same area.
Historians believe much of our progress was spurred by such finds. We might benefit from collecting these artifacts.
Alright. And yeah. I mean, I'm not perfect. I mean, I've never been perfect. Why do you think I know, you know, wrong from right? You know, I was never always this mindset. You know, I became this mindset over time. And due to being in this
The initiative
mindset,
researchers might benefit from scans of the mutated wildlife nearby.
I wanted to try and inflect other people's mindsets. And
Here they come!
you know, try getting some better of understanding of why everyone's desperate. I mean, I'm not even wrong. That's what the world's become. Desperate for money, desperate for fame. And sadly, they all really coincide with each other. And like, as soon as we can change that, as soon as we can change to a better area of life, a better way of thinking about life, is where we can truly start advancing as a, you know, as a human race. Like, until then, I'm not gonna lie, we're all just kind of stuck in the same routine, all of us, and that's the thing. Chasing stuff that doesn't matter, will never matter. You just believe, like you.
These structures go deep below the ground.
Yeah, we know. You just believe that it matters when it doesn't. Like, you could choose to help, but yet you choose to do, you know. And that's the thing. People forget that we have a choice. And because of that lack of choice, right, that's where shit goes wrong. All the time. Me, I'm quite a loyal person, but if someone tells me something, I mean, what am I supposed to do with that shit? And also, I'm not buying shit off you just because you're my friend. Alright? We'll find someone else to constantly rip off sort of shit. If you got a problem with it, I'm willing to come and deal with it. The thing is maybe we can deal with it in much better mannerisms than fucking blah blah blah, and the same old bullshit. You know what I mean? Where we go for intimidation, violence, blah blah. No, it's worth it, mate. And to be honest, mate, I'm not bothered. I'm not scared. I'm not interested. I just do my own shit, and I'd appreciate it if you could learn to do the fucking same sort of shit. You know? So, like my dog, so I'm gonna come off here, mate. I'm gonna try and pester him, and then as soon as he basically says "fuck off, Dad," I'm gonna leave him to it. Because he's not wanting attention all the time, and I want to give him attention, and the only thing I've got to prevent from doing that is by trying to find something else to do. I need to monitor him and keep him constantly, like, you know what I mean, checked upon. Because if I don't, you know, there's many things that can happen. And this is things where we need to start taking into accountability for humans as well, because I mean our emotions is the worst thing about humans. As an autistic Asperger's ADHD person with sleep insomnia, manic depression, and Peter Pan syndrome basically. Yeah. And also dyslexia and a reflux hernia. And I suffer with migraines now and again, but, you know.
Let's stay sharp.
That kind of is what it is, so. Now, don't get me wrong, them things make me struggle within society, but I won't say they cripple me in society. It just gives me an extra challenge within society to try and get accepted by people. And because I'm male, we've got the stigma all the time. Whereas I were a female, nobody would give a shit about my position at all. Nobody. Yeah. But because I am male, everyone's got something to say.
Let's look around. They might have left something.
But nobody's willing to help.
From their gear, they were hoping to capture someone.
Probably me. Sorry about that. Though, if you'd broken a sweat, I'd be sorrier.
You sent us the message about the Solarian Ark?
Yes, Major Salin Vaughn, STG, retired, of course.
What's STG?
Special Tasks Group. Back home, we were field agents who gathered intelligence and handled inconveniences.
The Solarian Union's fixers.
If you prefer. As I said, these days I stick with retiree.
Espionage is a job that follows you home, or across galaxies.
Until there's nothing for it but to grow a conscience. Let's be frank, there are too many inconsistencies aboard our Ark. They only make sense if someone betrayed us to the Ket. My best suspect is a biologist, Dr. Adden, but the evidence is thin. I need a Pathfinder to verify what I've found, or I risk arresting an innocent man.
Who's Adden? Why would he betray his Ark?
An ex-military biologist from the early wake-up team on our Ark. He claims to be studying the Ket. As for why, I intend to ask him.
Couldn't Hager help you with this?
Hager's too green to be corrupt, but his team's another story. You're obviously trustworthy. If you were involved, you wouldn't have saved our Ark in the first place.
All right, I'm in. How do we catch your traitor?
I only have 2 leads left. Dr. Adden's equipment and a Ket who might be his handler. I need you and your Sam to analyze them. If we show Dr. Adden's in regular contact with the Ket, that would prove he's the one.
What if the evidence doesn't implicate Adden?
If I'm really that rusty, I suppose I'd have to start over from scratch. Remember Dr. Adam's equipment and his cat contact. This has to be watertight. Good luck.
Like, for instance, I've got, like, obviously when I go and say goodbye to Alf, like, no matter what I do, everything's going to remind me of him. Just same as, like, when I lost everything in the first place. Everything reminds me of them. So, like, I still wake up now, panicking, looking for my son. When I wake up after 6 o'clock, like, when I go to sleep after 6 o'clock, I still wake up, panicking, and looking for my son. Even though, after about 10 to 15 minutes, I know he's not here. But you see, that initial waking up, I don't. And that's going to kill me as well when I wake up. And, you know, I'm like, oh, but, you know. And the problem is I care. My dog wasn't for protection. You know what I mean? My dog wasn't for me to feel fucking odd and safe at home. My dog was for companionship, a friendship, you know, a son, my child, you know. I never got my dog with in the bright minds of this dog is here to protect me. Now I've tat trained him and all that shit. Like,
We're not alone.
he has no problem in biting people, but like, he has no need to. He's got me that protects him. That's my job. Well, I mean, I'm not in any area where I feel like I need to protect myself.
Come on,
right.
Let's get him.
And I don't feel threatened or intimidated or scared very well. Right? And that's the way that life should be for everyone. Now, I don't feel secure when it comes to, you know, stability-wise, money-wise, all this crap. You know, I learned how to survive.
These Angara carried more than weapons. They had research tech, data pads. Let's find out why.
And like, when my ex left me, I was smothered in debts. So, when I cleared them debts, you know, I managed to make life easier for oneself. But because I had nothing in the first place, I was able to survive a lot more easier when receiving the extra bit of money that I was paying off through the debts. Bearing in mind, I was still going to court, I was still doing this, I was still going to Sandybank to see my son and all this. I was literally left on a tenner a fortnight to be able to provide food for me and my dog. Now, honestly, how I did it, I have no fucking idea. But you see, I didn't sit and cry around about it. I did streaming, and I did other stuff in the meantime for what I needed. Just to survive. Other than that, never did anything. You know what I mean? Why do you think I've got
Rokar was
advice?
studying mutant wildlife too. They want to use it against us. The datapad mentions a camp.
Updating known data. Mission parameters changing.
Right, and I don't just have advice, mate. I have advice in every single aspect of motherfucking life. Because I actually lived through that. The only thing that I cannot actually help or aid upon would be someone living through being sexually assaulted as a child. Right? Now, I can support you, I can do this, but I have no idea what your mind went through. I have no idea how much you punished yourself for that. Because, like most of my friends says, well, the reason why you didn't tell anyone is because you're told, usually by the older person, that you will always get in trouble. Right, I ain't gonna lie. Luckily, the people that I probably surrounded myself when I was a child, mate, actually probably protected me quite a lot. You know, because I was hanging around with the rough people in the first place. Right. And they probably protected me quite a lot because of me hanging around them. And not due to the fact of me, just due to the fact of, oh, he's with him, better not touch him. Yeah, and due to the fact that everybody knew everybody back in the day. Right? So, eventually, we would all get linked up eventually. I know like fucking 1,054 people, but it doesn't mean that them 1,054 people that I know each other. But when we bump across each other together, well, now they know each other. And you see, that would be my name that gets respect. Yeah? And if Oak comes upon that person with the other person, it's usually the person that met. That will deal with the situation. Like, yo, the fuck you getting lippy with my mate for? Like, well, right, this is what I was told. Yeah. And that is how it works upon friendship. Yeah. A friend of a friend, if they end up meeting, the friend that introduced them both, if they have a disagreement, is to settle that disagreement. Out of my life, I've earned so much respect of people because, well, especially now, because they know exactly what I was going through as a child and why I kept myself to myself, did my own shit, and left everyone know. Right. And now, because of that situation, they're all muggos. Because the ones that were picking on me, bullying me and all that crap have now just been set straight by all the elders that actually know me, respect me, and within my generation as well. I'm not on here begging for my mates to view, I'm not on here begging for this. I have told them if they want to interact with me, it's an option for them. Yeah, I'm here, But, also if you don't want to interact with me, you don't have to. Sort of thing. And just sort of like keep your bullshit to yourself type of thing. Right, I don't mind listening to your trauma, I can't be arsed with fucking anger, I can't be arsed with temperaments. And if I try and give you a bit of advice, don't be sat there arguing with me. Shut up and fucking listen. Right, I've survived this long on my own, mate, and you want to be sat there contradicting with me. How much support and aid have you had on your life? Right. Because it wasn't until my mum passed, my mum's fella passed on my stepdad, Barry, that I received any sort of support or aid from my mum. Right? And she just borrows me money and I give it her back. Which is, you know, the terminology, the agreement that we set, you know. I'll borrow 20 quid off her as soon as I get paid, I give her that 20 quid back. But now I'm also down 20 quid because I borrowed that 20 quid. Right? And I'll try and sort that out. Sometimes it don't work out because bills will come out that I forgot about and then I have to borrow it again. I mean, the main areas I borrow money off my mum is when a direct debit comes out or if it's to do with my dog at the moment. Other than upon that, I'm not really trying to borrow money off my mum. And I ain't gonna lie, when I first was allowed to borrow money off my mum, I borrowed it a lot for my drugs, but then I've decided, like, within the past 4 months, that, you know, I'm not borrowing it for cannabis at all. Like, I'm not borrowing no money for cannabis whatsoever. Like, if I ain't got none, I ain't got none. Deal with it. Which is why I've tried to get back into my exercises, instead of just fucking sitting there smoking weed, trying to numb and suppress shit. I'm drinking a lot more healthier and all because of my exercises. My body's craving vitamins. You know, like orange juice, apple juice. Probably be better off eating the general fruit, but I actually prefer drinking apple juice and orange juice, and I prefer drinking the fruit than I do eating the fruit. I think it tastes a lot more nicer as a beverage than it does as a fruit. But it is also nice as a fruit. But it also comes down to preference. I'm still getting vitamins and stuff just by drinking juice. As if what I would do if I took 5 minutes to eat an apple. Sort of thing. Like, and if it weren't for the fact of that, like, you know, mentality, I'd probably be struggling a bit more. But I had to develop
Sam,
that mentality.
What do you get from this?
Analyzing. The Rokar took special interest in mutations that would poison a natural environment.
They wouldn't use that on our worlds.
What are your instructions for this data, Pathfinder?
Download a copy, then erase the Rokar computer.
Acknowledged. Copying complete. Erasure of Rokar files complete.
Let's wrap things up and get back to our researchers.
And that's how high I started to get better. You know what I mean? Started introducing better things in my life. Right? I went from drinking nothing but alcohol, yeah, to, you know, moving on to something else. So I stopped drinking alcohol. I moved on to fucking energy drinks. And then recently I did go back to hitting whiskey all the time. But I had a lot of savings that I managed to incorporate over time. But due to my dog getting worse, so did I get worse. So I waste that money on alcohol and on trying to get my dog better. And also like trying to relive my years on when I was younger to see that if I could improve. Like, where was I most happy in my life? So I went back to those years on where I was most happy in my life, which was going to the pub and having a few games of pool. But the problem is my alcohol got worse, and so did my pain, and trying to numb that got worse as well. So did everything else. And now I've had to, well, I mean, to be honest, and that's Alf's situation is really what slapped me in the face, and he's gave me this perspective, but the problem is after he's gone, I'm strong now because of him, but what am I going to be like when he's gone? And it's the last of my family, and I'm doing all the fucking therapy work now before I get to that situation, so that hopefully mentally I could be strong enough. I mean, in hindsight, what I need, the last thing I actually want is what I could need, and that's just a hug, to be honest. It's just a hug. You know what I mean? And that's because I've been alone for so long.
What have you brought us, Pathfinder?
I got jumped by Rokar. They were researching harmful mutations, hoping to use them against us.
I hope you put an end to their work.
Do you have any of their data? May we see it?
I copied the files before I erased the Rokar computer. I'll transmit everything.
If nothing else, it may help us defend against future attacks.
I scanned all the mutated wildlife I could find. I hope it helps your research.
We're going to be overwhelmingly busy, aren't we?
Thank you for everything, Pathfinder. We'll get to work.
Got my dog basically looking at me like, oh, you're only talking to me like that because you got mic on. Like, I'm muted, dickhead. I'm talking to you. I love you. I don't care what anyone else fucking thinks, pooch. Right. You get a bit dearly missed as well. You really are. Right. The point where I'm struggling, alright? Even my mate Glenn knows I'm fucking struggling. And he's doing his best to try and be here for me. And honestly, I do see it, but whenever having no one really around, it kind of leaves you in a situation where I just think everyone's trying to use me. I think everyone's trying to gain something. I think everyone's trying to one-up me. Like, I'm always playing a mental game chess the first time I meet someone. And the easiest way for me to protect myself from doing that is just not to meet people. That's really the worst bit about it. Right. And yeah. I don't know how to deal with that. Is the best way. Like, I've tried. Right? But that's why I isolate myself, because when I try, I just end up getting infuriated. I take it out on people that don't deserve it. So usually when I get into that situation, I try and get everyone out my proximity because they don't deserve it. I'm going to verbally abuse the out of you, mate. Like, and there's no reason. And the problem is I'm very good at that sort of shit because I destroy myself on a daily basis. Now I'm at an area where I'm generally trying to build myself back up, but due to all the negative inputs I put into myself, I'm kind of just sticking with them, you know what I mean? And I'm moving on, you know what I mean? Yeah, they're part of my past, I accept that. But I'd rather leave that in my past, sort of thing. Like, I don't want to be the person that I moved on from because I didn't like the person in the first place, you know. And, you know, I had a shot at a family, so that was more important to me than whatever bullshit we could get in between. But then I lost my family, and then I ended up back into the bullshit in between. And then eventually, no matter where I ended up or what I ended up doing, situations just got worse and worse and worse. I had no self-control or regulation. So, that didn't really make things better in the first place. Not asking for sympathy and identifying to rectify sort of bullshit. And yeah. I ain't done as bad as other people out there, like with OnlyFans, prostitution and all that crap. I mean, don't get me wrong, I thought about it because it's quick, easy money, but there's a difference from thinking about it and doing it. Also, I probably have the full capability, mate, you know what I mean? But I'm not interested. I'd probably be like the old lady's escort and, the fucking dirty men that want to sleep with me. That's probably what I'd end up doing. And the thing is, you see it upon life anyway. You got women that escort themselves, and then the dirty men that want to sleep with you that will pay them extra. You know what I mean? And they're just as bad because they're allowing this to happen.
Bridge is yours, Pathfinder.
I won't say escorting too much is a bad thing, because you're just paying for someone's company, and due to the modern day life,
Can we talk when you're free?
Pathfinder, you have new email.
Right, for instance, mate, per se, I don't mind people doing the escorting thing, because once again, you're just paying for someone's time. But when it comes to like the intercourse area, I think that should be down to each other's perspective. So like, if she wants to sleep with you and you want to sleep with her, then fair dues. But I don't think you should be paying for that. Now, paying for someone's time is not too bad because we do that anyway, naturally. You got to think, when I pay for someone, well, I mean, technically the sex would be the time, but the thing is, this is the area where it's a problem. Because when people are paying for shit like this, well, I mean, you wonder why you got so many STIs, man. This is because we got so many different people that are sleeping with so many different fucking people. Yeah. It's not good. Damn right, mate, that some sort of sexually transmitted fucking disease is going to be occurring due to the fact of what you're interacting with, what you're doing. You know what I mean? Like, I know it takes us for like one chick or bloke to sleep with 100 women, catch an STI, and if they caught that somewhere in between of sleeping with them 100, you end up as Barney Blue, or whatever her fucking name is, I don't know. Glorified whore. Can't wait to go through the 1,000 dads to see which one's hers at the fucking benefits office. Sort of thing. Like, because that's generally what she's going to have to do. You know what I mean? She's going to go through like 1,000 different dads to claim CSA at the benefits office at some point. And like, I don't know who would defend that woman whatsoever. Like, she's just a glorified whore. She's not something that wants to be advertised to society. No. So, my dog don't want pestering at all. So I'm just going to continue with this bullshit.